Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Mediocre Whiskey Review. I'm Jill, your host, and we are opening a new bottle today. Stick around. All right, everybody. So, pick this up, I don't know, after I got back from vacation sometime. It doesn't matter. This is kind of an Indiana whiskey. I say kind of. They do source the whiskey. They bottle it themselves. It is called Circle City whiskey. So Circle City, Indianapolis. This is called the Single Barrel Series. And I will tell you a little more about this. I had a hard time finding some information about this. So I did a I did a deep dive. I was on pages. I don't even know how I got there. It's whatever. While I'm uncorking, go like, subscribe, comment, share stories, do the things and the stuff. Pause for cork pop. Maybe. It's my favorite part of opening whiskey. So what I found out about this is that that's got a solid cork. I like the bottle. I like the shape of the bottle. I'm sure it's similar to, Old Foresters and things like that, but I like it. So that's fine. So, like I said, they source the whiskey for these. They are very transparent about it. They are a non-distilling producer. Is that the right word? NDP? Yeah. So they don't distill any of the whiskey that they make. This is a single barrel, and it was picked by a group called the Naptown Bourbon Club, also Indianapolis. And I bought this I think I got this in Lafayette. Trying to remember what store I was in. Yes, it was Lafayette. It's at a store that I don't go to very often. So, the only one I was thinking of was Village Bottle Shop. And I was like, I know I didn't get it from there. Whatever. Got one. And I've been looking for these. They're just starting to, distribute. And they have, a toasted series. They have a double oak. And I would love to get my hands on those. I haven't seen one yet. And I picked this one up just because I've been looking for their products. And I found one. So I bought it. But what I found, I'm confused about. So let me give her a little sniff first. Mind you, I just opened this, and when I tell you the proof on this, you'll understand the face I just made. Anyway, this was picked by the Naptown Bourbon Club. And it on the bottle states that it is 4 years and 7 months old. The mash bill, from what I could see, it is very tiny on here. It is 72% corn, 21% rye, and 7% barley. It's bottled by West Fork Whiskey Company, which is also in Indianapolis. They're the distillery that makes Hugh Hamer products, if you didn't know. They also make West Fork whiskey products. So what I found, though, when I looked this up, I could find zero information about this. I had to go to the Naptown Bourbon Club page website, and it looks like this was picked for a charity event. So in my brain, I'm trying to figure out how this got to Lafayette, because that doesn't make sense. I think they did the charity event in Franklin, Indiana. Don't quote me on this. At any rate, if this is the same bottle, which it appears to be, this was an event for Sapper 6 and Warrior 110 Foundation. I don't know what those are. Obviously, they are veteran, things, foundations and such. My words have escaped me today. But so obviously, it was picked for a good cause, and I think that's super great. I'm just confused how it got to Lafayette. But, you know, if they had some left over, then maybe they distributed them. Don't know. But the proof on this guy is, I lost it. I thought I wrote it down. Let me think. Hold on. 134.1 proof. For a 4-year, 7-month-old whiskey. I feel like that's a lot of proof right there. I haven't tasted it. You saw me just open it, but that first like whiff that I took was straight like ethanol in my nose hole. It burned. Now, I'm going to assume that the rest of the experience is going to be more pleasant. Again, I just opened it, so it hasn't had time to air out. It does look very nice in the glass. It looks fairly thick. I like the color on it. It's got a great color. And for it being that dark, I guess I would have thought that it was aged a bit longer. But, you know. Okay, the ethanol is kind of, doesn't burn my face anymore. So this is great news. It's got a pretty standard bourbon nose. Nothing is standing out. But again, when I looked for this, like I found zero information about it. There's no information on the Circle City Whiskey Company website, not their Facebook page. The Naptown Bourbon Club website only showed that it was for this certain event, but it gave no information about the whiskey. So I hit a dead end. I ran into a whole wall, and I don't like that. When I research something, I like to find information. So I may reach out to Circle City Whiskey and see if they can give me any more information about it. I had reached out to them before when they were talking about distributing products and asked if they were going to be in Lafayette. And, they're not at the liquor store that I go to, but that's why I went to a different liquor store, and I found it. And I want to say, gosh, what did I pay? 50, maybe 55. I don't remember. I have a receipt somewhere, I think. But anyway, it's got a very standard nose to it. So let's jump in, see how she tastes, and hopefully it doesn't burn my face off. Cheers. The very first, that ethanol is pretty hot. Anyway, the ethanol, or the very first flavor that I pulled out of there was almond, and then it turned to a peanut, and then it was just fire. Just fire. And I've had other whiskey today, so holy crap, that was hot. Let me cleanse, and we're gonna try again. I think I just wasn't expecting that. I haven't drank anything 130 plus proof for quite some time. All right, let's go sip 2. So I still got that almond up front. Like it was just like almost like a creamy almond. And that was very pleasant. There's still that heat, the ethanol from the proof. So I'm probably going to add a drop or 2 of water before sip 3 to see. No, I'm not. No, I'm not, because we have to do 3 sips. This is my rule. My rule, and that's what we're doing. But that it does drink very, very hot to me. Maybe someone else it would not. But maybe I'm just a little baby. I don't know. Sip 3. I can already feel the heartburn just setting in, y'all. It's fine. Cheers. That was a little better. That was a little less proofy, I guess. The almond still there. That was not like a weird thing. That's there. I'm getting almond. And then like as I was taking that sip, I got the creamiest vanilla scent on the nose. and that was super pleasant. That was very good. So I am going to do a couple drops of water just to see what it does to it. Because past the almond, it's very tough for me to pick anything out because of the heat. Again, little baby, I don't know. Just want a couple drops. This is like 2, maybe 3 drops. Let's cleanse the palate while we're at it. All right. So I hope everybody's doing so great while I swirl this up and mix this water in there, all the water I put in there. I missed being on vacation already. I got back to work and it's work and I want to go on vacation again. But that's fine. That's fine. We're grateful we have a job. Still getting that vanilla on the nose, which is very pleasant. I've been on this mission lately. I'm sure you've seen the Hard Truth products that I'm getting, and I've been on this mission to support and find Indiana whiskeys that aren't MGP, because I feel like MGP is everywhere. So I want to find like the smaller distilleries and the ones that are, I don't want to say just starting up, but some that maybe I just didn't know about, some that I've never taken an interest in, because I think, at least for me, when I first started in this bourbon and whiskey journey, there were brands that I'd heard of, brands that I knew. Those were the ones that I was looking for because that's what I heard talked about. That's what, what I heard. So I was like afraid to try other things. But I don't know why. But whatever. But we're not afraid anymore. And we're buying stuff that maybe nobody's ever heard of. And that's okay. So let's see what those drops of water did. It definitely toned down the nose on it. It took the almond and made it like a very, I don't want to say almond milk. That's not exactly what I mean. But it is very creamy. It's like somebody blended up the almonds. I guess would be almond milk. But it's not milky, obviously. It's a very soft almond, and it's very pleasant. Now, the heat has come back just a little bit on it, but what I did get was some pepper, some black pepper spice, which wasn't off-putting by any means. It made it for my little baby self, it made it a lot more tolerable, a lot more manageable. To be 100% honest, when I bought it, I didn't know that it was 134.1 proof. So there's, I would have bought it anyway. Let's be serious here. So, again, like I said, this was distilled at Watershed Distillery, which is in Ohio. So this isn't actually an Indiana whiskey, but it was bottled here. I assume it was aged in Ohio. But according to their website, they source their whiskey. That's not a secret. And they are very transparent about where it comes from. And they're just trying to pick the best barrels that they can and bottle it with their label on it. So the transparency is great. I love that. And I will definitely, because there's a toasted, I need it. I need the toasted, and I need the double oaked, and I need all of those. One more sip, and then I'm going to leave y'all alone, okay? The almond's taking a bath in the vanilla, and I love it. I am here for it. That black pepper spice really, really comes out now that the ethanol and the heat has kind of subdued a little bit. So that's very pleasant. For me, it's, I got to do a couple drops of water in it because that was tough. That hurt my whole little throat. Just a little baby over here. Anyway, when I find more of their products, and I'm sure that I will be purchasing them and I will be trying them. And hopefully, if you can find them, you will too. So, otherwise, that's all I have today. And I hope everybody's doing super well. And I hope we're being nice to each other. And yeah, just go do something nice for somebody today or tomorrow because it's probably too late today. I'm just kidding. Go do something nice for somebody, and I will see you guys next time. Cheers.